The Walker Mysteries, written and created by Andrew White, starring Sally Swift as DCI Charlotte Walker. The Hustler. Well, today has been a really long one. You know the ones. I'm not saying it dragged at all, just that it was really long and there's been lots to do. Actually, I prefer days like that. I started this morning very early because of the discovery of a body, and I've only just finished, which is why I'm out walking Bronte at the almost too dark to walk a dog stage of the evening. I've only just realised too, I haven't eaten anything since the strawberry yoghurt this morning for breakfast, so I'm glad I found a tube of Love Hearts in my jacket pocket. So, well done past me for looking after current me. Bronte is happy because he's showing me his skills at ball catching.
Good boy. You want this? Ready? Ready? Oh, well done. Super catch.
He gets a dog treat every time he tries, because I'm a firm believer in rewarding trying as well as success. I think that's what makes me a great leader of men. And of women, of course. But if he does a great catch, then he gets 2 dog treats. I'm not sure what these dog treats are, actually. They reek, I know that much. I think they're tripe. Maybe tripe and liver, perhaps. Anyway, Bronte enjoys them, so that's the main thing. I just have to remember that the Love Hearts, for me, are in my left jacket pocket, and the dog treats for Bronte are in my left trouser pocket. So, the body this morning. The deceased is a male in their early 50s, smart, expensive dark blue jeans, deep maroon dress shirt, now a bit ruined by the amount of his blood, which I'm guessing has come from the wounds on his head, which are difficult to make out individually at the moment. He was found in the early hours of the morning between the bins in the snicket behind the pool hall by the owner. The first officers at the scene recovered a pool cue covered in blood, and that's gone to forensics. There's no CCTV in the snicket, so no help there then. The deceased was identified as Davy, the hustler Hughes, who, given his nickname, you won't be surprised to know, was known for his skill at pool. In the world of professional pool hustling, where money and pride are always on the line, it was perhaps no surprise that a man like Davy had made more than a few enemies. He was a bit of a legend on the pool tables of the area, a man who could make a cue ball dance on the felt with ease. But whilst his skills had made him a lot of money, it had also made him many enemies. And then you add in his business career, which D.I. Dean Sheldon found out about. Well, team, Davy the Hustler Hughes was known to be a ruthless businessman and had been involved in some shady deals, so many of his former partners and associates had reasons to want him dead. There's also several rival pool hustlers who had lost big to Davy and were possibly itching for revenge. So we need to round all of these up, please. We know he isn't married. Does he have a partner, though? Well, find that out too. Come on, chop chop. Susie, our pathologist, said Davy had suffered a fractured skull, a broken nose and a 2-centimetre deep wound below his ear, which was consistent with a downward stabbing motion of a pool cue. She also found internal hemorrhaging of the abdomen, containing 3.5 litres of blood, which, even though I'm not a biological person, I suspect probably wasn't supposed to be there. There was also a high level of ketamine and alcohol she found in his blood, so chances are he'd been subject to his drinks being spiked, which probably accounted for the lack of any defensive wounds on Davy's hands. We got all the suspected former business partners and associates in. Then we got the DNA results off the pool cue, which didn't flag anything on the system, so whoever's the DNA was had no previous. So we discounted the partners and associates who we'd nicked before, and the others had alibis, which checked out, so we ruled them all out. Of all the pool players Davy had beaten, the one he really took to the cleaners was a chap called Tommy. No one was quite sure of his last name. Tommy proved to be very elusive to track down. No mobile anyone knew of, no vehicles registered to him. He was a man determined to stay hidden. But then, I'm a woman who was determined I was going to find him. DS Price found Davy had a girlfriend, Bez Lacey. But other than that, we'd hit a brick wall. But then there was a bit of a breakthrough. Harry, the owner of my favourite roadside cafe and one of my informants on the side, phoned me with a tip that Tommy had been seen in a small pool hall on the outskirts of town. Nearly out of love hearts. They're the ones in my left jacket pocket, just to keep reminding myself. Tommy? You know, you're a really tricky person to have a chat with. I've been everywhere looking for you. Just want to ask you a few questions about Davy Hughes. What was that? A pool hall is no place for a lady? Instead of walking away and saying that to your mates, why don't you come back over here and say that to my face, eh? Who do I think I am? Well, firstly, I'm the detective who is going to get you to answer a few of my questions. And secondly, I'm the lady who is going to whip your ass at pool in front of all your mates. I'll tell you what, let's make this interesting. No money. If you win, you can just walk out of here, no questions asked. But if I win, you're coming down to my nick and certainly will be answering a shed load of my questions. Deal? Do I like pool? Oh, yeah, I watch it all the time. But I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, I am only a lady. So this is a cue. Okay, thanks for mansplaining that to me. Oh, whoops. I nearly ripped the table there. I've heard someone mention you make a bridge with your hand. Okay, and where do you put the white ball? Oh, anywhere this side of the line? Okay. Should I break? Oh, gosh, how did I know it was called a break? Oh, look at that. Potted one straight away. That must be what's called a lucky break. I'll be reds then. Oh, wow. Look, 2 in 1 go there. Beginner's luck, I guess. Oh, I won't be able to do this one. It's a long way away. Look at that. Sunk that one too. And there's another. I think my lucky streak is going to go soon, though. Blimey, there's another. Only got 1 red ball left. Oh, wow. And now I go for the black then? In the near left pocket, I think. There. It's a big mistake to underestimate a lady, especially one whose last name is Walker. And doubly especially one who played pool with her dad pretty much every Sunday from the age of 10 till she was 16. Now, I've booked you a nice comfy chair in one of my interview rooms. I say comfy, it's more plasticky adequate, really. After you. It turned out that Tommy, full name Tommy Lacey, had lost more than just a couple of games of pool and tens of thousands of pounds to Davy. He'd also lost his wife. Bez and Davy had been having an affair for some months and she was planning to leave Tommy. Tommy couldn't stand the thought of Davy having everything, and so he had plotted his murder. He went to the pool hall that night, kept challenging him to games of pool while spiking his drink, and when Davy finally went out the back for some air, Tommy followed him and killed him. Come on, boy, back to the car now. It's almost dark. Let's go home. No, I told you, I haven't got any more of your dog treats. Only my love hearts left in my left trouser pocket. Oh, no, that's right. That pocket didn't have love hearts in it. Actually, they aren't bad. The Walker Mysteries starred Sally Swift as DCI Charlotte Walker. Written and created by Andrew White. Sound design by Robert Black. Produced and directed by Andrew White. The Walker Mysteries is a Nova production.